Make sure. Because even if you are a vessel of dishonor, Chukwu is still going to use you to bring Biafra. But how will you be remembered? That is the question. Whatever you do today, we hasten the coming of Biafra, either in the negative or in the positive. Whatever you do in negative or the positive, we hasten the coming of Biafra. But the question remains, how will you be remembered? So every betrayer you have seen from the time Mazen Nanaka was kidnapped up to date, every of those betrayers, Chukwu permitted it for a reason, for us to go to Biafra land. He permitted it. But remember, he also said that woe unto him through whom his own children will be deceived. Woe unto you. Woe unto you through whom that fulfillment of that very evil prophecy will come. If Judas did not betray Christ, have you asked yourself, will there be salvation? If Judas had not betrayed Christ, will there be salvation? That is a question you have to ask yourself. Even though Judas played his own role in your salvation, but it was on the negative side. And because it was on the negative side, he could not be able to be alive. He was not alive to receive forgiveness the same way others were forgiven. Do you know that if Judas has not committed suicide, Judas might be in heaven today? If Judas had not committed suicide, he would have been in heaven today. Because Judas did not sell Christ that he would die. His mission of selling Christ was not to kill him. In fact, Judas repented. Immediately, he repented. He repented and threw away the money he used to sell Christ. But just as the Bible said that woe unto him through whom the Son of Man will be betrayed. But because he has committed a grievous crime against the Spirit of God, he allowed himself to be used. He repented. But because of the weightiness of the crime, he could not be able to stand it. He took his own life. He took his own life before Christ offered the prayer for forgiveness on the cross of Calvary. If Judas had not committed suicide, Judas would have made heaven because he was forgiven. Christ prayed for everybody. Forgive them, for they don't know what they do. But before then, Judas is gone already. That is how dangerous it is. Those of you who are orchestrating one evil or the other against the Biafran people, those of you who are participating in one evil or the other against our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, those of you who are participating in one evil or the other against Mazi Nandekano, you are fulfilling Biafra in a negative side. And I tell you, you will not be alive to witness what will happen to you. You will not be alive to face forgiveness. That is one thing you should have in the back. You will not be alive to face forgiveness when it will come. That is why it is very important that you check your way. Before you do anything, money is not everything. Pride attracts failure. When you are so proud of yourself, you make a lot of mistakes, and before you know it, you fail. Envy, jealousy, it will only lead you to an early grave. You must have to retrace your step today. I thank Chukwu that he gave us the good guy, Mazi Simon Ekpa, at this particular point in time. At this era, he gave us the good guy, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who bears no grudges. And he has opened his hands, wide open for everybody. The only thing it takes for you today is to have a complete turnaround and pursue your freedom, my freedom, our freedom, our collective interest, and let us get it. This is something that we can do. This is something that every one of us have to participate in, and we can do it together. But whereby you refuse and you still want to fulfill the negative part of history, don't worry. Go ahead. Go ahead. But the stage we are now, it doesn't matter whether you support Biafra or you don't support Biafra. it will come. It doesn't matter whether you like Biafra, you don't like it, you attack it, you don't attack it, it will come. The mandate of Chukwu Okabiam. You can't change it. Who are you? Who has the final say? Who says the thing and it comes to pass? It's only Chukwu Okabiam. Whoever he has blessed, nobody can curse. And whoever he has cursed, no man can bless. Today, wherever Mazen Nandekano is, he will be proud of us that we did our part. We did our part consistently, sitting on our ground, standing on our side, consistently holding our ground, that we will not legitimize this entity, this evil entity called the contraption Nigeria. We will not legitimize it. We stood our ground, unshaken, unwavered, until the last minute, until with all the blackmail and propaganda, we stood our ground. And we come this far. And I tell you, the international community is watching. The international community, they are paying attention to the plight of the Biafran people. No matter how they pretend, they cannot run away from it. There are still some individuals, there are still some citizens who cannot keep shop when they see evil. There are still some European citizens, American citizens, citizens of the West, who cannot behold evil happening without saying a word. And they are watching. Our freedom has come. No matter what you think or what you do, no matter your blackmail and propaganda, we are going to be free. We will be free. You can't stop it. We will be free. And as we are getting free, we are going to carry everybody along. We carry everybody along. We will carry everybody along into Biafra. And when we get into Biafra, then you will face the law of Biafra. Only the law will decide if you are qualified to be among humans or you have to be with the animals. Only the law will decide. We cannot take the law into our hands. We cannot be like the zoo. We cannot be as lawless as the zoo. Never, never will we get to a destination. So wherever you are watching from, I urge you, be your brother's keeper. No matter the attack you hear, no matter what you hear, continue to pay attention to your environment. I beg you in the name of Chukwu. Any place you're watching from, mainly our brothers and sisters in Biafra land, continue to pay attention. Pay attention to your environment. Be security conscious. More is coming. Remember the announcement of our spokesperson, Master Samanepa, about March in this month that we are. Pay attention to those dates. If you are not on Twitter, go on Twitter and follow Master Samanepa on Twitter. Follow him and retweet every single tweet he tweets. Retweet it. Retweet every tweet that comes from Master Samanepa. It is very, very important. Those are what will save you and I in the days to come. Every information you get from an Autopilot platform, keep it to your heart. Hold it tight. Wherever you are in Biafra land today, prepare for what is coming. I don't need to tell you. I tell you, our work has been made easy. Our broadcast and sensitization have been made easy. Today, it has become very, very clear to every Biafran that you are not part of the contract called Nigeria. You are not part of it. You are not part of it and will never ever be. If with all this fake love you saw around P2B, yet they pushed them down. You know, when we were telling you that the law of P2B enjoy is because of Biafra, you never believed. Some people you saw that we are supporting P2B, they were supporting P2B because of the hatred that they have of Biafra people. They were supporting P2B to use P2B to quench the Biafra struggle. Let me tell you, most of the people that were supporting P2B, 80% of them, 80% their support was not genuine. 80% it wasn't genuine. They were only doing it to make sure that they destroy the struggle. But I thank Chukwu Okabiama, who gave Master Simon Ekpa that mental toughness. I thank Chukwu Okabiama, who kept the autopilot throughout all that tempting time. Chukwu Okabiama kept the autopiloted movement, all the autopilot members, the original members of IPOB of Mazen Nandekano autopiloted under the spokesmanship of Mazen Simon Ekpa. I thank you for all of you who stood your ground. You were not deceived. You were not distracted. You continue to hammer on your wall. You continue to be consistent, pursuing that which is right. And today, we have been vindicated. Every of their blackmail, every of their attack, they have been trashed. Today, there is no person in this world that will say he doesn't know what is happening to Biafra people. And when we march, nobody's going to complain. Nobody's going to complain. Look at your London boy. Where is he today? Where is he? In a way on a fisi baka. The London boy, come home. There's no road there. On a fisi baka. If they could not be able to allow you to get to power at this particular point in time, when do you think which time do you think will be right for you to get into power? If they could not allow you to get into power in a critical time when the whole world we are focused on you and they support you, when you enjoy their support, you enjoy a huge support, and yet they rigged you out without any apology, broad daylight, stealing, broad daylight stealing. The fraud was so clear that we know that the international community are fraudulent. We know that the observers are bought over. International community, most of them are fraudulent. But the fraud became so clear. It became so clear and that nobody could be able to defend it. The observers could not be able to defend it. It went so clear that the observers could not be able to defend that fraud. That is the audacity of the Fulani, to tell you that you are not wanted. And they said it, that instead of an Igbo man, Igbo Biafran to become a president, they will go to war. When you hear that, you think it's a joke. But we are going to give it to them. Our Supreme Mazen Nandekano knows the language that they understand. And he has taught us that language. Very, very soon, we are going to speak in the language that the Zoo you understand. We will speak in the language that the Caliphate we understand. We will speak in the language that the Fulani you understand. They will know that yes, we are the children of Chukwukabiam. We are kings and princes in our land. We are not slaves. We are kings and princes in our land. We are not slaves. And nobody will enslave any Biafra. Not anymore. Our countdown continues. Pay attention. Wherever you are as a Biafra, continue to pay attention to things that are going on. We are going to overcome. Don't allow anyone to deceive you. Don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise. The game is on. We are not relenting. We are lucky. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, he made his broadcast. He said it clearly on his broadcast. He made it clear on his broadcast that the coming of Biafra, no man can stop it. And those words you see him speak, they are not just his words. They are not just his words. Those are the words of Chukwukabiam that he said through his song, our Supreme Mazen Nandekano. And Mazen Nandekano anointed Mazen Simon Ekpa to continue on that path of truthfulness and consistency. In that road is what we are passing today. Only the truth shall set you free. Only the truth shall set you free. That is why the strongest weapon we are using as Biafran is the truth. Mazen Nandekano was able to decimate and destroy the zoo, overtook them and conquered them by truth alone. Mazen Nandekano defeated them even in their own very court. In their own very court, he defeated them. Not just with gun and bullets, with the truth. And today, they have been exposed. Any place you are on the planet Earth today as a Biafra, prepare for what is coming. This is the time for all of us to unite together. Just as our spokesperson, Master Simon have said, it is time to unite. All our traditional unite, all the politicians, all those who call themselves elites, whatever role you need to play at this time, start playing it. We are not begging you to do anything extraordinary. Everything that needs to be done to restore Biafra is already in place. That very broadcast you see our spokesman made is a kind of a consultation, an open invitation for everybody to come in. That is what it was, a consultation. For those of you who are saying you are not consulted, you are not consulted. These are the consultations. In freedom fighting, this is the kind of consultation you see. So if you are genuine on your own side and you want to be part of the freedom, if you're genuine, this is the time you have to come out. If you are genuine, this is the time you have to show your face. Come out. Come out and play your part. We cannot continue to deceive ourselves. We cannot continue to deceive ourselves. The time has come when we have to take the bull by the horn. The Liberation Army are ready. Our allies are ready. We are waiting for time. While we are waiting for that time, you still have an opportunity to key in. You still have an opportunity to key in on Ruben One Naban also. On Ruben One Naban also. On Ruben One Naban also. That is why our spokesperson, Master Samuel, the good guy, opened his hand wide open once again. Come in, O ye that labors and are heavy laden. Come and find rest in Biafra land. Every one of you that is being deceived, every one of you that is heartbroken, all hope is not lost. If you're a Biafran, all hope is not lost. As long as Biafra still exists, all hope is not lost. You still have the IPOB, Autopilot, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Eba and on the list of Master Nanka. You still have them standing to the back, and they are lifting the flag up high. We have not stepped an inch, one step backward. No, it is forward ever and backward never. We are not like, it's not like the issue of we move forward. No. Forward ever and backward never. In a few days' time, you're going to see it clear. Biafra is coming this year. It will be declared and defended. Get it into your head. So if you have other plans you're making, you better stop. Just forget about it. Biafra is coming in 2023. It will be declared and defended. Mazin Nani can make the same statement that whenever Biafra is being declared, no bird will fly over Biafra land. And that time is fast approaching. We have been waiting for this moment. And today that we have reached to that very point, wherever you are watching me from, ask yourself a question. Where am I? What will be my contribution? What will I do? What will be my own part to make sure that Biafra becomes a reality? Until you answer this question sincerely and effectively in your heart. Until you answer it sincerely and effectively in your heart, you are not yet online. When you discover that there's nothing you are doing, find out and look for pick an assignment by yourself. When you discover within yourself that you are doing nothing for the actualization of Biafra, if you search your heart and you discover that you are doing nothing, start today. It is not yet late. Start today. Pick up an assignment for the restoration of Biafra. It will be restored. Biafra will be restored. Get it straight. It will be restored. Because not anymore. The Fulani Caliphate have already completed their circle. They are waiting for nothing. So before they strike, we are going to get out of that very soon. We will. We will. And those who will still want to remain with them can go along with them and remain with them. If you still want to be part of the zoo, there's no problem. You can still navigate, relocate to that very area. But as for Biafra land, we are going to seal up Biafra land and secure it. Call it a bluff. You will see it happen before your own very eyes. But I don't think anybody's still calling us a bluff. After how far we have gone now, if you still don't believe in the informations, in the guidelines, in what our spokesperson Master Samuel is saying, if you still don't believe him up to this time around, you are the devil incarnate yourself. So we can't help you. We will not help you. But as for those that have faith and believe, they will all march into Biafra land, hell and high, and they will celebrate and rejoice along with every other person out there. We have chosen our path of freedom. We have dedicated our life to that which is right. We have all risen up in unity, and we have taken our destiny in our own hand. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Our destiny is in our hand, and we cannot toss it around anymore. We have come a long way. We have preached the message by ourselves. Your conscience has preached to you. Today, your act is preaching to you. Everything that needs to be seen is before you. You can equally deny it because of your greed. You can deny it because of your envy and jealousy. You can deny it for one reason or the other. But that does not change the fact. It doesn't change the fact. And when the time comes, when one Nigeria happens to you and you didn't survive it, you will have yourself to blame. Your blood will be on your head. But when one Nigeria happens to you and you survive it, when you are telling the story, you will say, yes, I was warned. I was told. They were right. So many of you cannot even cover your shame. So many of you are thinking, how am I going to go back to Master Simon and apologize? How am I going to tolerate him? How am I going to talk to him? He's a good guy. He doesn't need your apology. He doesn't need your commendation. Just be a good guy. That is what we're asking. Every member of Autopilot, we are the good guys. What we're asking is just be a good guy. That is all you got to do. Just be the good guy. If every one of us in Biafra land should transform ourselves and become the good guy, in few days, we will be in our own nation. And no man, no storm can stop us. It doesn't matter what you think. Biafra will come. It doesn't matter what you do. Biafra will come. Remember what Mazen Nanekano talked about. The last miracle on the planet Earth. Miracle is not planned. Only Chukwu can take charge of miracle. How Biafra is going to come? Biafra is going to come in a way that is unimaginable. And it's fast approaching. The whole foundations and link into Biafra. You can see them playing out. The things that will launch us into Biafra, they have all been activated. The actions that will launch us into Biafra have been activated, waiting for us. Our allies are waiting. While we are following the timetable of Chukwu, I love and trust my spokesman, Master Simon, very well. He has a listening ear. He hears right from Chukwu. That is why whatever thing he says, I preach it with all confidence. Whatever instruction he gives, I preach it with all confidence. And he has never failed. Just like Mazen Nandekan. While Mazen Nandekan was with us, whatever message Mazen Nandekan sent out, I will preach it without looking back. I embrace it, I preach it. And none of those messages have failed. I have been solidly following this very movement since 2015. After the arrest of Mazen Nandekan, the first kidnap of Mazen Nandekan, that was when I keyed into the first trouble. Up to date, on Weaver. And I am going to be alive to walk into Biafra and lift that flag with our supreme leader Mazen Nandekan. Likewise, every one of you that is watching, we are going to lift that flag very soon. Tie your seatbelt. Do not give up your position for anybody. If you lose your guard, you might not be there to tell the story. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect every Biafran all over the world, wherever you are. As many as are standing firm, standing their ground, preaching that message, may Chukwu continue to stand for you. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect every Biafran in Biafran land, children, mothers, sisters, brothers in Biafran land. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of you and equip you with strength and wisdom. May Chukwu guide and protect our liberation army, wherever they may be at this particular point in time. I cover them with the presence of Chukwu. Let Chukwu cover them, build a wall around them that no evil shall penetrate them. I pray that Chukwu can protect our ESN, the volunteer forces that are volunteering, fighting for Biafra on different angles, the BNL and the BNG, and every other organization that is genuinely fighting for freedom. be protected and we'll see our freedom. May Chukwu guide and protect our media team, our media warriors who are on their different platforms making great waves, sending information and getting people updated. May Chukwu guide and protect them and secure them from all attack. May Chukwu guide and protect the Umuada who are sending out information and doing things unimaginable. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect them, secure them, and let his presence continue to guide them and protect them and their families. May Chukwu guide and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa. Wherever he is at this material hour, let Chukwu send his angels to take charge over him. He will never dash his foot against a stone. No evil shall be before him. Chukwu will build a wall of fire around our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa. Whatever their plan, it will be back to sender. None of their weapon will penetrate him, both spiritual and physical. We appreciate our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, wherever he is. We pray for Mazen Nandekano for divine health. We pray and we ask Chukwu to send to Mazen Nandekano doctors spiritually. Let doctors begin to minister to him spiritually. Let doctors, that is nothing Chukwu cannot do. You are the one that sees in secret and open. You gave the doctors, the engineers, the experience they use it. Send spiritual doctors to minister to Mazen Nandekano. We commit his health into your hand. Guide him, protect him, secure him. Cover him with thy grace. Cover him with thy presence. Give him more revelation. Give him more strength. Very soon, return him to us. And let him come and leave the flag of Biafra for us. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Master Simon Epa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. I appreciate every one of you that have joined me on this broadcast from the beginning to the end. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being there. If you have time, connect with me in all my platforms. Go to Chuk Survivor channel on YouTube. Go to David Hubbard channel on YouTube. Subscribe and follow up. Go to Chooks for Survival on my Facebook page. Go to Order Revolutionary News. Go there. Follow all these platforms for informations. We are holding this platform so that we cannot be stopped. You know the attack we are getting online. When they stop us somewhere, they suspend us, we go to that place. They suspend us here, we go here to make sure that we continue to disseminate these informations. I appreciate every one of you that have been there. I appreciate everyone that have participated in the broadcast to the end. May Chukwu Okukabama give you the grace to stand firm until we get into Biafra. Thank you so much for watching and stay blessed. They will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you for watching and stay safe. Bye-bye.